The last film I saw in the cinema was Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey, or The Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn. I thought this was a fun-filled action movie for a number of these reasons. Firstly, I loved the stunts and the creativity in the action sequence. Each fighting style and performance was unique to the characters and felt genuine in how those characters will learn those skills. For example, Harley using acrobats and props to beat her opponents, you can tell that she had no formal hand to hand training like Huntress or Black Canary, which is why Harley would keep her opponents as far away from her as possible. This detail is really important and adds more texture to the story. I also really liked how it was an action comic book film. There were moments that slowed down and gave the characters room to breathe and feel like real people. I think this benefited from Margot Robbie's acting abilities, as you can visibly see the switch from the fun, crazy Harley on the posters and as a pop culture icon to the vulnerable victim of domestic abuse and poverty. This is something you don't see with a lot of comic book characters in film, especially female characters as well. Thirdly, another thing I really loved about this film was how unredeemable Black Mask was as a villain. Since post 9/11, action movie villains, especially comic book adaptation villains, have been complex beings with morally ambiguous motives. For example, Thanos in the Avengers with his overpopulation theory, and Killmonger with his anti American imperialist stamps in Black Panther. I believe this to be evidence of male privilege in Hollywood narratives, that male characters are allowed to be this complex and blur the lines between good and bad. However, Cathy Yang's Black Mask in the film, the villain is allowed to be psychotic, misogynistic, and cruel. There's a clear line between good and bad, and when we already, as an audience, have an anti villain to read for in the protagonist, to have them defeat the baddie is fulfilling, especially when villains like the Black Mask are as familiar in real life as they are on screen.